Hello students, in the previous videos I have discussed about the various techniques used in metallurgy. Now in this case we are going to take a typical example, the extraction of aluminium. The first part I will discuss in this video and the second part in the next video. So please keep watching. Extraction of aluminium, this is part 1. So we know aluminium is a very useful metal and we need a lot of aluminium in our country. So we extract aluminium. The chief ore is bauxite. Bauxite is the chief ore. Bauxite is the oxide of aluminium. The compound present is aluminium oxide with some impurities. It is a dihydrate present in hydrate in the form of hydration. 2 molecules of water remains combined with it. Okay. Now, among all the various ores of aluminium available, bauxite yields a higher yield of aluminium and at a very profitable rate. So it can produce cheap and best quality aluminium than any other ores. That is why bauxite is preferred. Then we know that in our country more than 90% of aluminium is extracted from bauxite ore. Okay, and impurities in bauxite are removed by chemical process. Now this is known as a Bayer's process. The physical techniques that we have discussed like hydrolytic process or electromagnetic process and even froth flotation process, they cannot be used here. So removal of matrix or gunge from bauxite will require chemical techniques. Bayer's process, physical processes fail here. So why do they fail? Let us see that, and before we proceed further. So the hydrolytic process, we know that it is used for ores which have high density. Now aluminium is a light metal. It is a bright white and light metal. So it cannot be washed by water because it will be carried by water. So it is light. Then electromagnetic process we cannot use because bauxite is not a magnetic ore. It is not attracted by magnet. So we cannot use this technique. Then froth flotation we know is used for sulfide ores. But so bauxite is an oxide ore, not a sulfide ore. So that technique also fails here. Now the next thing is, if you try to dissolve the aluminum impurities in aluminium using an acid, what will happen? Aluminium will dissolve, impurities will also dissolve. So acid cannot be dissolved to separate. But aluminium is an amphoteric metal. So if you use an alkali, what happens? The aluminium compound will dissolve, impurities will not dissolve. So you can filter and separate out. So this is a principle used in the Bayer's process. Okay. The Bayer's process, what is the purpose? A question can be asked. What is the purpose of the Bayer's process? Is to get pure alumina from bauxite. What is the purpose? To get pure alumina from bauxite. What is bauxite? Aluminium oxide with 2 molecules of water of crystallization and impurities. Now what is alumina? Alumina is pure aluminium oxide, Al2O3. Okay. So let's see the steps in Bayer's process. Step 1. First step is the powdered bauxite. It is powdered to a fine powder and digested with caustic soda for several hours. What is digested? Digested means heating. Heating with stirring. You keep stirring and heating for some time. Okay. Caustic soda. What is caustic soda? Is sodium hydroxide, NaOH. Caustic. The term caustic means that it produces heat when dissolved in water or water is added to it. That's why that term is used. Caustic soda, NaOH. So we are taking bauxite along with NaOH. Okay. Now bauxite will dissolve in sodium hydroxide because it is amphoteric, produces a product called sodium metaaluminate. Let's write the reaction for this. Al2O3 dot 2H2O. This is bauxite, okay, plus NaOH is the caustic soda alkali. The product formed will be NaAlO2 and water. NaAlO2 is called sodium metaaluminate. Sodium metaaluminate. Okay. So we have obtained this sodium metaaluminate and water all in solution now. Everything is present in solution. Now what to do? The sodium metaaluminate obtained in step 1 is diluted with water. You add more water and keep stirring. What will happen? A white precipitate of aluminium hydroxide is formed. Aluminium hydroxide. So NaLO2 plus 2H2O, water is added and NaOH is recovered. Aluminium hydroxide white PPT is formed. White PPT means precipitate is formed. It settles down. Okay. So what we have done, the sodium metaluminate is converted to aluminum hydroxide, which is a white precipitate. The next step, you have got precipitate. What you do now? Now you will filter it. It is filtered out. In step 3, we are filtering the mixture. What do you have in the solution? We have sodium hydroxide in the dissolved form, we have water there, and we have aluminum hydroxide in the solid form, precipitate. Okay, on precipitation, what you get? You get the aluminum hydroxide. The precipitate is washed and then you dry it. Wash means you pour more water and keep filtering, okay, so that impurities are completely removed. Then the dry aluminum hydroxide is then ignited, heating with the stirring. You heat it, okay, it will be decomposed. It decomposes to give pure aluminum oxide. So we have AlOH whole thrice decomposing to give Al2O3 plus 3H2O. So we got pure Al2O3. The pure aluminum oxide is known as alumina. This is alumina. So what did you understand? What is the purpose of the Bayes process? We have seen that the purpose of the Bayes process is to get pure alumina from bauxite. There is a misunderstanding that some students make here. What they think is, in this whole process, what we have done, here we have Al2O3 dot 2H2O. Okay, so this is called bauxite. Bauxite. At the end, what you got? You got Al2O3. So they think that only these two molecules of water is removed. This is wrong. What happens here? Of course, the water molecules have gone, you got Al2O3, but what has happened is the impurities, this bauxite contains this one Al2O3.2H2O plus impurities. Where are the impurities now? The impurities are filtered and thrown off. They are removed. So you got pure aluminum oxide. So removal of the impurities is the main purpose here, to get pure alumina. That is the purpose of this Bayes process. So in this video, I'll stop here and I'll continue the next step of extraction of aluminum in the next video. So I hope students you have understood how we can get pure alumina from bauxite. Now the next video will show you how we can reduce the alumina to get pure aluminum by electrolytic process. Thank you for watching.